just finished watching a video by Olinseloss that is basically about kind of trying to get the weight loss community on YouTube sort of get going again, get back into a level of activity that it generally hasn't seen in quite a while, since like the days of the ShayLoss contest a couple of years ago and the Olinseloss contest after that, and so on. And he was talking about some good ideas here, one of which was a thing that was kind of like the YouTube orbit, only for weight loss. And I think he did, or somebody else in a video response to him called it a weight loss orbit. And I think that could be a good idea. I'd like to see some stuff like that. I'd like to get involved in it myself, because while I have last year, I lost like 90 pounds, and you know, the weight was just dropping off like crazy. But for the last 6 or 7 months, or I don't even know how long now, I've been on a plateau between 260 and 270, and I got a long way to go before I reach goal. You know, I started about 350, 360, right up in there. Lost a bunch of weight, but I'm a long way from goal, because my goal was like 200 pounds. And I'm one of those that things got in the way, and I got away from it and so on for an assortment of reasons. And I stopped making weigh-in videos, I stopped making weight loss videos and stuff like that. And I need to get back involved with that. You also talked about Drunken Irishman 85 having something going on. And somebody in a video response to you said something about not seeing him in the sub box. I've been subscribed to him for a long time myself, and I have not seen any of his stuff showing up in my sub box, so I don't know what the heck's going on with that. If I'd have known that, I'd been watching it. I saw something a while back that was made in like December or early January, and I saw it weeks after it was made, and I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? Why didn't I see that? And so YouTube sub boxes are screwed up again. Big news there. So I'm definitely going to be watching for some of this stuff. I'm going to be trying to keep an eye on the Olinseloss channel for one thing. And as far as the Face Yourself Friday thing goes, you know, there's things like people talking about, well, I weigh in on Monday, so I don't want to do that on a Friday. Okay, fine, you weigh in on Monday. Do a Face Yourself Friday video referring to your most recent weigh-in, whether it's Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, or dinner day, or whatever, you know, I don't care. But that's the idea. It's not necessarily about what day of the week you weigh in on, it's what was your last weigh-in like, I think is probably the more important thing there. So, and yes, I'm going to do a weigh-in video. In fact, I'll do one tomorrow. Another thing that what you said about a weight loss orbit, what that reminds me of is a channel that Jawooosh made back in the ShayLoss days. He called it the Hall of Shame, and I'll link that in the description. And it was just that kind of channel. Playlists for people that were involved, and videos getting added to those playlists, and so on. And in fact, that's the channel where the troll contest originated from, and so on. And contests, there's an idea, whether it's a contest for a cash prize or a homemade trophy, or everybody just saying, hey, great job done for the person who wins it, you know. It's not necessarily about the prize, because the real prize is the amount of weight you lose and keep off. I'm kind of rambling here because I'm just now coming off of watching that video, and I'm trying to remember what was in it and what I was on it and to talk about and say about it, so on. So this is probably coming off a little bit rambly, but what the heck. I didn't want to let it go by without making a response of my own. And yes, I want to get back into doing some weight loss stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do it right now, but I'll think of something somewhere or another. In other news, the problem that I've had since, what was it, Friday or Saturday? I don't even remember right now. When I managed to turn wrong and trip the sciatic nerve into trying to make me think the world was coming to an end. Well, for the last couple of days, it was easing off and becoming a little bit less painful over time. And then today was a royal brass so-and-so, because the cold got to it and it got to me, and that just flared the pain up really bad. And I'm riding the strongest painkiller I could get a hold of right now, and it's barely touching it at all. It's freaking miserable. Not only that, but my whole left leg, where this problem is, it feels like it's swollen. It doesn't look like it's swollen, but it feels like it. And it's cold. Really freaking cold. I mean, it's bad enough that the cold weather and whatnot, I got cold feet all the time anyway these days. But this is like walking around. Oops, I just kicked the tripod. This is like walking around with a bag of ice wrapped around your leg, and it's freaking miserable. I don't know what the heck's going with that. Anyway, that's where things are today. And I just saw that this video is rambling on really long, so I'm going to shut up now and put this stuff to bed. Take it easy. I'm out of here.
Mr. 10-4-7.